Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. This is Lorenzo Gutierrez solo. Let's get going. And of course, it's going to freeze. Hold on. It refreshes. There we go. So let's go back to the start. Great quick rifle work. The only thing that I would change with that was that I would face your judge, and the judges are just sitting down. Unless your judge is somewhere else, but you started to their right, so that's usually... Get up, judges. So I'm going to go back here. Right here, I think you should have stepped in with a right turn. As you stepped in, your feet are like this, or even like this, whichever. But then I think you should have stepped in like this, and then come to attention so that you could turn your body towards your judge, so that it would even emphasize more the quick rifle work that you were doing, which looked really good. Nice toss. So the step off there, it looked right there. You lift the knee quite a bit. You definitely clear the marching surface as you take that left step forward. You don't necessarily have to start off with a left, and placing the rifle on the shoulder. All of it works so far. Honestly, it really does. Nice, powerful stance as you report in. So you don't have to do any of this. You can just stand there and salute. But the left foot forward, both feet on the flat on the marching surface. The right forearm horizontal, the rifle just hanging down there. All of that, very powerful. It really works well. That was nice. Nice catch. That worked really well. But the facing movement, though, see, you just had you threw a double out in front of you and caught it at a kneeling stance, and then you have a facing movement. There's got to be a better way to move. There's got to be a better way to change position. Just like the more or less the slight face-in march off to the right there that you did, where I said you lifted the knee high a little, it didn't flow well with your opening statement and the work after that face-in march to the right, at 45 to the right, up to here with this facing movement. In between the facing movements, before the first facing movement, great work. It works well. You have some body involvement there. You're working with the rifle in the upper plane, the mid plane so far. You've done some side work as well. I mean, you're really covering bases, and then you have a facing march or a facing movement, and it just doesn't equate. It doesn't really fit together well at all. Honestly, there's much better ways to change your direction. Nice roll there. The horizontal roll was I did not anticipate. Yeah, very, very nice. So it looks like, going back to here, it looks like you speed up your step. And I'll move my cursor out of the way there. You speed up your step on that toss. Watch. And you slow down just at the end. So it looks like, and I just posted today about multiple responsibilities. It looks like you're concentrating more on the rifle. Well, honestly, you should concentrate on the rifle. You're concentrating more on the rifle and less on your feet. With more practice, you can split your concentration so you don't speed up the step and then slow it down. If you have a nice, we'll call it a platform underneath the toss, then it's going to impact that much better. What it looks like now is, I've got to catch the rifle. I've got to catch the rifle. You're probably not thinking that. You are much more experienced than a brand new driller, but this is the type of thing that a driller who has worked on several moves finally gets to this point in the learning process and isn't able to split that concentration to handle the multiple responsibilities at that moment yet. A little more practice, you'll be able to. So I suggest working on that to have that impact that much better. Nicely done. And you see what I'm talking about? You're working in different planes. You have tosses galore, both in front and behind. Catches in different positions, different stances. You're doing really well. So now, as far as that pivot is concerned, that was a different type of pivot. It wasn't necessarily a right flank. So it worked. Nice job keeping the rifle horizontal. Now, greater impact would have been tossing the rifle so that it stayed horizontal and not had that angle forward. But still, it worked well. So you did your performance in, but now that works well. However, that right here, this just marching at port, it looks like you're setting yourself up to, I have to march over to this position. Now that I'm facing this way, now I'm going to put the rifle in this position so that I can thumb roll or thumb spin. So perform into it. You performed into and out of every other spin and toss, every other trick. Now perform into this. Reporting out and then just marching at port. Again, the facing movements, the two facing movements then, and that marching at port, they do not fit in the routine. Great. So you performed out and had a closing statement. Nicely done. Really, really well done. That's great. Too bad about the judges, but whatever. I think you did a fantastic job. You have great control of the weapon. You have an understanding of how your body reacts with the weapon, and so you're doing just a fantastic job. Really well done. Please integrate those three areas there. Please integrate something else in there that fits along with the rest of your performance, and you've got a winner. well, it's a winner already, but now is the time. Oh, so the both the facing movements there, or at least the initial pivot, the facing movements, the marching at port, and then the speed up of your step underneath the toss there. There's things to work on, but man, you've done a fantastic job already of routine creation, plus the different techniques of marching, your rifle work. It's all built up. You've done it on your own, which is a wonderful job. Excellent work. Thanks very much for the request. I appreciate it.